Hello and welcome to Iridescent Descent. It is another game in the Spooktober visual novel jam. I'm getting towards the end of the game, so I'm going to be able to record before October's over. This is going to be one of the last ones. I don't think it'll be the last one, but one of the last ones. It was created by, and I feel like I'm going to butcher it if I try to say it, ilyilaice. Ilyilaice? I don't know. But yeah, it looks super pretty. I noticed there weren't a lot of ratings for it, but the art was like really pretty, and so I wanted to check it out and, obviously rate it. And suggests that if you enjoy the game, you go rate it as well. The premise of the game. Why has the narrator awoken in a room with records on the walls? Is there no one to provide guidance aside from the stranger with a cloud over their face who says, "Haven't you heard music can transport you places?" Content warnings for violence and death. See, there's 170 plus choices and 5 endings. I will probably not be trying to get all the endings, but then again, I've said that before and then ended up getting all the endings. We'll play it by ear, I guess. And real fast, I have to recommend that you check out me and my friend's game, Platonic. It is also a part of the Game Jam, and yeah, I would love to hear people's thoughts and see their ratings. It's super helpful for everyone involved in the jam, and yeah, I suggest you check it out. It'll also be in the description. Now then, without further ado, I think we're ready to jump into it, actually. When I open my eyes, I find myself somewhere strange. What is this place? Have I ever been here before? My eyes wander, I feel a fluttering over my back. Wings. Was I always a winged creature? What was I, really, before I arrived here? There you are. I've been expecting you. You have a million questions on your mind, don't you? No, million's about right. Then ask away. We don't have all day, do we? Do we? What am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who are you except yourself? Where am I? Where are you but here? Am I dead? Even if I knew, do you think I'd tell you the truth? What's the point of asking? Who are you? Now, we don't need to get personal, do we? Enough of these questions. What is it you truly want from me? Answers to my questions. I want answers to my questions. I want answers. Answers can be such elusive buggers. Give me a moment to think. Oh, I got it. Have you tried visiting the sound station? Where is it? See that? That's the sound station. I turn towards the place where the cloud points out. It is indeed a sound station. The sound system is sleek, sophisticated even. It's the only equipment of its kind. You'll surely enjoy your excursion. Will I find answers there? Why not? Haven't you heard music can transport you places? Thanks for your help. What time is it? I must fly. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I go, care to sample some of my refreshments? That depends. They're so pretty. How about these? Try one. They're delicious. Can I keep one as a pet? Like, just hold it in my hand. No thank you. I don't want to eat them. You're not hungry? Why don't you take some treats to go? I'll take a few. I won't eat them, though. I'm gonna keep them in my pocket. Although I guess I don't have pockets. I pluck a number of beetles. They flail within my fist, but my grip is firm. Don't squish them. Cloud. Excellent choices. Sorry to leave you hanging in midair, but I must go. Perhaps we'll meet again, or perhaps not. See you next time. I really love the art though, and like the characters, it's so pretty. Like I guess it's like the color scheme. It's like soft and dreamlike, and I really like it. I feel bad whenever I play these games, and then like I love the art, but I'm not an artist, and I'm not exactly gifted with the ability to describe like what aspects of it I like and how I like it. So I feel very limited sometimes to just be like, it's very pretty, or like the color's good. But yeah, I really like the colors and like the character design. I think it's really cool looking. Alone now, I approach the sound station. The cloud called this equipment sleek and sophisticated. But what strikes me is how cold these headphones are. They're frigid when they lay on my palms. More so when I slot them over my head against my ears. They're dusty too, as if from disuse. The player is empty, but 2 discs are displayed above it. Swim with me. Wait, oh, I think I know which different paths these will lead to, maybe? There, are like 2 different monsters, at least, in the game. One is like a mermaid lady, and one is a snow guy, I believe. So that might be him, and that might be her. But with pretending I don't have that prior knowledge, swim with me. I take the disc from the wall and insert it into the player. I then press the play button. I close my eyes. Music swells against my ears and burrows into my brain. What answers can I glean from this? Are there messages interwoven into this melody? Is the beat transmitting a secret code I must decipher? In the darkness, I can sense the world shifting around me. I should open my eyes, shouldn't I? Pretty. Like the colors. I don't know. And it's like the texture, too. It's like grainy, almost. It looks really cool. The sea. Why am I here? Maybe this is make-believe? But I can taste the briny breeze. I can smell sulfur in the air, seaweed, driftwood. I can feel waves lapping against my feet. I arrived at this place by closing my eyes, didn't I? Maybe if I do that again, I could get back. Once again, I screw my eyes shut. Will this do the trick? I have no earthly idea. All I can do is try. I hope everything makes sense once I open my eyes. Who in the world's 5 oceans are you? I don't know either. Whoever you are, you must depart at once. These waves are my kingdom, my territory. I don't recall inviting anyone to visit. She looks so cool. Like, oh my god. Especially not a critter like you. I don't mean to intrude. Get out of my sight. Now. I would if I could. I don't know how, though. This is a command, not a discussion. Well, what are you waiting for? Would you like a countdown? Once I finish, once I finish, I myself will make you disappear. Those teepees. I'll grab you with my tail. I won't let go. I'll hold you underwater. I'll gut you open if you struggle. I'll watch as your blood mingles with my waters. So, shall we begin the countdown? She's so angry. 10. I don't know how to return. 9. I'm not supposed to be here. This is a misunderstanding. 8. I understand you're mad. 7. We can figure this out. 6. What do you want me to do? 5. Have mercy. 4. She's not listening to me at all. Run away? I've got to do something. Can I fly? I try to escape, but my body refuses to cooperate. An unseen force glues my feet to where I stand. 3. Look around? My eyes wander, but find nothing useful. Sand, sky, salt water. Iridescence of oil over the waves. 2. Perhaps I can barter with her. There must be something I could give in exchange for survival. I should blurt out my offer before she says the last number. For my life, I'll give you anything. Wait, let's trade. This snags her interest enough to interrupt the countdown. What are you planning to give me? Goods or services do I have? Would she like the beetles? Those are the only goods I have. Goods. Shall be your toll. Pay up and I'll let you leave my realm unscathed. So what do you have for me? These beetles. Oh my, I could have given my wings. Ugh. You brought beetles? Why didn't you say so sooner? Let me see them. I show her the beetles I got earlier. Oh, they're all such lovely colors. I don't know what Sunka shells are, but I'll fashion them into a necklace. Before I can say more, she sweeps up the beetles. She drops them one by one into her parted mouth. Oh. Well, I didn't have to worry about that. Each insect crunches loudly on the way down. I do feel like some of the decisions up to this point are like, they don't make any impact on what's happening. Thank you for the treats. Now, you want to get out of here, don't you? I have no idea how. Explain to me how you arrived, the full story. So I tell her the circumstances of my unexpected journey. Why, the solution to your dilemma is simple. You traveled here by song. If you stop at source, you can go back. Should I remove my headphones? Are you doubting my judgment now? I'm sick of this circuitous conversation. Go on, heed my advice. You manage to leave, don't ever come back. I won't be merciful next time. I understand. I close my eyes, I grasp at my ears. My fingers search for headphones that were there before. To my amazement, I succeed in sliding them off. The melody stops. I open my eyes. I'm back at the sound station, finally. Still, I shiver as I picture the monster I've just escaped. I return the disc to the disc I used to the wall. I'm never playing that CD again. I've learned my lesson. This trip to the sound station was meant to yield answers, but I ended up accomplishing nothing. I should search for the cloud again. They should pay for providing such awful advice. Where can they be at this moment? Perhaps they're still drifting around the record room. Just like before. Can I have more beetles? It's the only thing keeping me safe. The cloud is indeed drifting around. There you are, I've been expecting you. You have a million questions on your mind, don't you? The cloud then hesitates. We've had this conversation before, haven't we? You used the same words. Can you blame me for my confusion? I thought you'd be far, far away by now. Whether at sea, in the sky, or underground. Why have you returned? To bend your ear about what happened, to give you a piece of my mind. I guess to give you a piece of my mind. Now tell me, how was your foray to the sound station? A total disaster. Don't be like that. I sent you there with good intentions. And who knows, you may wish to revisit the sound station soon. Sooner than you realize. I want to be where I belong. Do you even know where your home is? How can I not? So where is it? I paused to weigh this question. I don't know how to respond. Everything before I awoke in this record room is a blur. But I do know one thing, I don't belong here. I have to leave this world. Any chance you'll reconsider the sound station? Music is a magical vehicle for touring faraway places. Last time was bad enough. Why? How many discs have you tried? Just one. Only one CD? Really? Why surrender so soon? Self-preservation. Or despair. Self-preservation. You can't give up. Not when I have such high hopes for you. I'm telling you now, your next foray will be more fruitful. So will you give the sound station another shot? Fine, I'll try. Fear not, I shall supplement your trip this time round. Supplement? You want a fighting chance, don't you? Here's what I have to offer. First, a bottle of bubbles. Can you conceive of a more whimsical item? You'll delight in blowing them, popping them. Second, some mother-of-pearl buttons. These aren't the cheap plastic kind. Wear these and you'll be the picture of luxury. Handy choices, don't you think? I need something of substance. Hey, I'm giving my valuables away for free. What more do you want from me? This is my offer, take it or leave it. What will you choose? Bubbles. As requested, a bottle of bubbles for your blowing pleasure. The bottle is cool and smooth against my palm. Now I have delayed your next journey long enough. May you find your way home, wherever that may be. The cloud disappears in a puff of smoke. With a sigh, I make my way back to the sound station. Here I am once more. There's no way I'm picking swim with me again. I hope I'll have more luck crawling. I take that disc and put it into the player. I press play. I shut my eyes. I let the melody sweep me away. Where will the sound waves carry me this time? What scenery will accost me when I open my eyes? A tunnel? Is this where I'm supposed to be crawling? No, the floor is too grimy. There are puddles of oil everywhere. There are too many shadows around me. A murderous monster could attack me from any angle. Luckily, my arrival hasn't stirred any activity so far. There's nothing here except a spiral-shaped shell. Hypnotizing hues gleam over its surface. I wish I could reach out. I want to caress the colossal shell. But something makes me think twice. Maybe it's my recent brush with that beast. So I keep my distance, I keep watch. It is a very pretty shell. Slowly a creature unfurls from inside. What is he? A giant snail? We eye each other. We're both wary. Should I say something? Will he even understand my language? I mean, the mermaid did. My words are lodged in my throat. Who are you? A visitor. I'm not in the mindset to meet anybody. Please leave. The cloud sent me. The cloud told me to come. Oh, the cloud sent me. The cloud? What do they want from me? Are you both conspiring to steal my shell? I am no thief. You have no designs upon my shell? So you've been sent here to feed me. What fortuitous timing. Oh! Oh my. I happen to be starving. Do you like eating bubbles? I feel like he's not gonna like eating bubbles. I'm gonna be real. A meal? What sort of meal? That depends on your diet. Show me what you've got. It's edible or not. These bubbles? Show him the bottle I got from the cloud. You want me to eat these bubbles. They're full of chemicals. This meal you're offering me is inedible. Fortunately, I can think of an alternative. I don't think I'm gonna like the alternative. This is a feast only you can give me. Yeah. What can I give you? Your wings. My wings? Both of your wings. Give them to me. Part my mouth to protest, instead I scream. Take the headphones off! The snail has suddenly darted forward. In seconds he claims my wings with his teeth. Why didn't you pull the headphones off? His teeth tear the membraneous material from my shoulders. What an asshole. Blood is streaming from the lacerations on my back. Thank you for the banquet. My hunger has been sated today. Now tell me honestly. Why did you travel to my tunnel? I already told you, motherfucker. I'm full of questions. I'm hunting for answers. Ask me whatever you wish. How do I go home? Unfortunately, I don't know where you live. But I do hope you find your way back. Invite me to visit when you do. Do you have any further questions? Is the cloud trustworthy? Have you met the mermaid? I think the answer to this is no. Have you met the mermaid? Mermaid? Don't those creatures only exist in legends? The real I'd rather not know. Oh, it'll be my bedtime soon. I can get cranky when I'm sleep deprived. I've ripped off heads in the middle of a yawn. Without meaning to, of course. One last question, then I'm off to bed. Is magic real? Magic is as real as you and I. Don't you feel it? Maybe you'll see it when you close your eyes. As stimulating as this talk has been, I'm asleep. I bid you good night. I don't want to thank him, he ate my wings! What the fuck? Thanks for sating my curiosity. Rather than replying, he retreats into his shell. There's the rumbling of snores. I suppose I should go. Yes, he was nice enough to answer my questions, but he didn't mention his history of decapitation. But he did mention his history of decapitation. He also ate your wings. He did in fact eat your wings off of your back. Staying here any longer would be risky. I screw my eyes shut. In the darkness, I slide off my headphones. The song surrounding me cuts off. When I open my eyes, I am back at the sound station. I return the CD I used to its proper place. Their journey went better than the last. I don't think it did. The first one, you didn't lose your wings. I did receive answers this time around, but the usefulness of those answers remains murky. I make my way to the record room. The cloud ambushes me at once. There you are, I've been expecting you. You have a million questions on your mind, don't you? Ask away, we don't have all day. Heard this greeting thrice. That's so. My memory keeps flying out the window. Oh, I remember now. You're the one yearning for answers. How was your last visit to the sound station? Did you get what you wanted? I don't think so. No. You didn't find anything good? That's unfortunate. Nothing worthwhile is easy, is it? But I've been brainstorming some ideas. Luckily for you, I've thought of something new. Your ideas are hazardous. You're being harsh. You may have traveled far. You've tasted danger here and there. He ate my wing. But you always come back intact, didn't you? No! Shaken, yes, but alive and breathing all the same. So are you ready to listen to my idea? Let's hear it. You've dealt with those who dwell in the deep, and those who lurk in tunnels. But there's someone else you should see. Someone who can field all your questions. This being can be your closest confidant, or your worst adversary. It all depends on perspective. How many beasts must I face? Who's to say what's a beast and what isn't? You'll have to be the judge of that. Shall we begin? Tell me what to do. Look up at the sky, stare at the sun, for as long as you can. That won't damage my eyes. Just give it a shot. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Against my better judgment, I do as I'm told. Is that really the sun? Or is it the moon? Or some other satellite exclusive to this universe? Whatever it is, it doesn't cause me any agony. It's blending with the clouds around it, reflecting the richness of their colors. That's when I realize it isn't the sun or the moon or any sort of satellite. A massive mirror in the sky. As this sinks in, the rippling colors start to sharpen. I discern the outline of a faraway figure, partly a monster, partly a beast. Achingly familiar to me. No one else has afforded me the answers I needed. I should ask them. What other choice do I have? What are you doing up there? They say nothing. Why are you looming over me? Nothing's forthcoming. Has someone else been watching me? Silence is my only response. Should I turn around? So quiet. Will I ever see my own face? There's no serenity in the silence. I am so confused. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm so lost right now. Why don't I remember? I may as well be monologuing. What is the point of all of this? I'd be too far away. When will this end? Perhaps they can't hear me. How do I achieve closure? Maybe my words aren't reaching them. How can I escape this nightmare? Radio silence. Don't you have anything to say for yourself? I say nothing. This is getting awkward. Have you been spying on me all this time? Nothing's forthcoming. Who's breathing on my shoulder? These are the same questions. Why don't you turn around? Can I look into my own eyes? Was I always a winged identity? Why do I even exist? Will I ever get out of here? When will I see what comes after? Will you teach me how to wake? Radio silence. What are you doing up there? Oh my god, it keeps repeating. Holy shit. Am I supposed to do something? I'm like trying to think if there's anywhere else I can like click. Okay, so I looked it up because I thought I was doing something wrong or I had broken the game. Turns out I managed to get the non-ending. I think I got the only ending that's a non-ending. So, real fast, I want to do a couple other endings, just so, I don't end with the freaking loop. Okay, so we're gonna do Swim With Me. Okay. So, what we say at first doesn't really matter. Because what we're gonna do for this first ending is, make her upset, basically. Okay. What are you planning to give me? Services. Services. You're obviously grasping at sponges. I have no use for servitude from the likes of you. Can you sprout gills at will, or hold your breath long enough to reach my kingdom? I built my throne in the world's deepest trench. Can you manage that journey? I'll do your errands on land. Not good enough. This nonsense has gone on for too long. Begone, nuisance. Her claw-like hands reach towards my shoulder. There's a sickening sound of tearing. Veins and membranes are splitting away from skin and bone. She's wrenched off one of my wings. I howl in agony, but the torture is far from over. With another brutal pull, my other wing pops off. Blood leaks from the wounds on my shoulder blades. Without warning, the mermaid gives her tail a violent flick. Her shimmering scales wrap around my waist. I flow with all my strength, but the grip of her tail only tightens. She drags me into the depths below. Soon, salt water will fill my lungs and bloat my face. The mermaid's kingdom will be my grave. There you go. That's a different ending. And now you get to see the credits instead of the non-ending. I might show the other endings just because I can get them pretty quickly. But that was ending 1. Drowned. The one I got was non-ending dialogue loop the first time. And then there's also Devoured, Descent, and Domain. No, and Defeat. Defeat and Domain. So for this next ending, we do Crawl With Me. And this will be how we get the next 2 endings. I'm realizing that this is new. The stench is making me gag. I close my eyes as I attempt to acclimate myself, then I hear something. Beyond the melody, beyond my heart beating in my chest, breathing, perhaps. An unseen entity is exhaling over my face. Its breath stinks of brittle bones and festering flesh. My pulse races as I prepare myself to open my eyes. Huh? There's nobody here. There is, however, a gigantic shell. Spiral shape, iridescent colors adorn its surface. As if hypnotized, I reach out. I stroke the shell. My fingers run over its rigid surface. Are you planning to murder me? Will you detach me from my shell? Will you fry me up for dinner? The snail waits with bated breath for my response. I won't do any of those things. I don't know if I believe you. Everyone who's wandered here wanted to hurt me. Buddy, I think you're the one who did the hurting. They were gastropod hunters, shell collectors. Just now, you tried to steal my shell, didn't you? I was only admiring it. You aren't after my shell? Then why have you entered my tunnel? I came looking for answers. Regardless of your reasons, this is my territory. You can't show up without an invitation. I have no idea how I got here. Well, I can't let you stay. Strangers are disasters waiting to happen. How shall I deal with you? It's you or me. There's no other option. I never wanted to hurt you. Give me one good reason I should spare you. How can I prove I'm safe? If you're as harmless as you claim, show me. I can think of two possible ways. First, you can play a game with me. Games are great for building rapport. Second, you can bestow a gift. That can be your gesture of goodwill. Which way do you want to go? Let's play a game. Perfect, there's nothing I love more than games. And this will be getting us devoured. Hide and seek is my favorite. Would you rather be a hider or a seeker? You know... We'll be... a seeker. Then I'll be the hider. Start from 10 when you count. So I close my eyes and count aloud. 10. In the darkness I hear shuffling around me. 9. Where's the snail going to hide? 8. There aren't any good hiding spots in the tunnel. 7. At least I myself didn't see any promising places. He has a shell. 6. The snail planning to trick me. 5. Will he attack me when I'm defenseless? 4. Will he eat me alive? 3. Trying to prove I'm trustworthy. But can I even trust him? He threatened to kill me. And this gets us ending 2. Forget the countdown. Run. I open my eyes, I try to flee, but my body won't obey me for some reason. My feet are rooted where I stand. I can't run or hide. Struggle as hard as I can against my invisible bond. I only stop when I sense droplets on my shoulder. Snail's above my head, isn't he? Against my best judgment, I look up. I saw you. You cheated. You can't be trusted after all. He drops down from where he was clinging. There's a splat as his body smacks on the floor, slithering toward me now, cornering me against the tunnel's wall. I can only stare, unblinking as his mouth opens wide. His jaw snapped me up with zero hesitation. With all my strength, I thrash inside his mouth. I howl in agony as his teeth sink into me. Blood flows freely from all the holes in my body. Darkness will swallow me soon enough. Maybe it's death, or maybe it's the coffin that is his mouth. Either way, nothing matters now. I'll give you a gift. Fantastic, I love gifts. I'm starving, so can I have something edible? Any preferences? I'm carnivorous. Carnivorous, my stomach sinks. So what delicacies do you have for me? My left wing. I suck in a breath before ripping off my left wing. Tears burn in my eyes as I give it to the snail. Thank you for your sacrifice. I shall savor this meal. He says this, but he swallows my wing in a split second. Okay. That was the best meal I've had in a century. I crave more. I can't give you more, sorry. Fine, have my other wing. He suddenly snaps at my other wing between his teeth. The bite severs the membraneous material of my shoulder. Okay, and this gets us back to where we've been before, where he ate our wings. You're as selfless as can be. This is how I know our friendship is true. Friendship isn't the word I'd use for our relationship. Despite my misgivings, I nod to appease him. As your friend, let me give you something in return. What do you want in exchange for your wings? I want to go home. Tell me this, how did you end up in this tunnel? Relay your story from the beginning. So I tell him, and I try not to leave out any details. I get it now. I know how you can go back. How? Music has powerful transitory properties. In this case, the melody carried you here. If you remove, what did you call them? Your headphones? Once they're gone, you'll be back where you were. I'm almost certain this will work. Give it a shot. Thank you, my friend. I close my eyes, I grasp at my ears. My fingers search for headphones that were there before. To my amazement, I succeed in sliding them off. If you keep this up, there will soon be nothing left. Nothing but air where a body used to be. Will I become a cloud like you? What makes you think I'm a cloud? Aren't you? Are all who drift clouds in the sky? Must you speak in riddles? Don't you know some questions must always remain so? Now tell me, how was your foray? I'm never going back. Don't be like that. I sent you there with good intentions, and who knows? You may wish to revisit the sound station soon, sooner than you realize. Now this time, we say never again. This will get us ending 3, Descent. The sound station shook you up that badly, huh? That's unfortunate. So what should I do with you? What are the alternatives? Oh! I know something that will make your head spin. Have you ever wondered what it's like to drift? Across the sky, I mean. The sky? I tilt back my head to gaze upward. Above us is a pastel skyscape, reminiscent of a painting seen once but never forgotten. So, what do you think? Are you saying I should fly? Why not? In the sky, nothing and nowhere can escape your eyes. I've lost my wings. Yes, I can see that. I believe there's another way. You won't be flying per se. You will, however, be high up. Will I be a bird? What do you think I am? A miracle worker? No, this route is much more rudimentary. Instead of explaining, I'll show you what I mean. Come along. The cloud leads me to a ladder. No, not just any ladder. The longest in the world. It stretches upward for miles and miles. Though I squint, I can't see the end point. As you can see, it will be a tough climb. This ladder will take you to the sky. Here's my advice. Don't look down until you reach your destination. The height might unsettle your stomach. Duly noted. Up you go then. Remember, don't look down. So I place my foot on the ladder's first rung. I begin to climb. As I rise, I repeat what the cloud said in my head. I make their words my mantra. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Eventually my limbs start to ache. Even so, I keep climbing, rung by rung, slowly but steadily. Are my eyes deceiving me, or is the end in sight? Is my destination living up ahead? Where is my destination even? Is it the perfect vantage point for a bird's eye view? Is it a palace with pearly gates? Or am I heading home for good? For what feels like years, I arrive at the top. Trembling with tiredness, I heave myself upward. Then something tragic happens. My foot slips on the ladder's final rung. I'm pitching backwards, hurtling down the sky. My body is careening beyond my control. My arms are pinwheeling but grasping nothing except air. I'm falling down for miles and miles. Soon enough, I'll be crashing against the ground, breaking my bones beyond repair, feeling unimaginable pain, and feeling nothing after that. At least amidst the oblivion, I won't miss my home. Okay, so for ending 4 and 5, we need to start back at the beginning, essentially, and play a game with the snail again. So, let's play a game. Okay, and this time, instead of forget the countdown run, we do 2. Trust is a two-way street. He can't have faith in me unless I show him the way. And then 1. I open my eyes and look around. There are ripples in the puddles where he must have passed. But there are no signs of the snail anywhere. Where did the giant creature go? I'm puzzling over this. I feel droplets on my shoulder. He's above my head, isn't he? Should I look up? What else can I do? I tip my head back to look. You found me. He detaches himself from where he was clinging. There's a splat as his body falls onto the floor. That was a great game. Thanks for indulging me. We're friends now, aren't we? Friendship seems far-fetched, especially after I've seen him like that. Even so, I nod to appease him. As your friend, I'd like to offer you something. What do you want in exchange for all the fun? I want to go home. Okay, we have to once again retry the sound station. And this time, I believe we're supposed to take the pearl buttons. Here you go. A handful of beautiful buttons. Buttons are cool and smooth against my palms. I'll hope I'll have more luck swimming. Let's see. Is this where I'll be swimming? I doubt it's safe. The water, iridescent with oil, looks polluted. Who knows what beasts are beneath the surface? I stay still to avoid alerting them. My nose then twitches. Detect something beyond the briny breeze. Sky smells like rain. Will there be a downpour soon? I'm not detecting a typhoon. Who can that scent be? Who dares intrude to my kingdom? Which of the 5 oceans brought you here? Not the ocean, but a cloud. The nuisance again? How many times will they send their storms to me? I will tear you limb from limb. Gut you open like I do my prey. Display your intestines on the shore. Maybe that will send your friend a message. Teach them to steer clear of my territory. I'm not the cloud's emissary. Anybody sent by my enemy is my enemy. Any last words before I loot the air of your lungs? I have something to offer. I do have a soft spot for treasure. What exactly are you offering me? So now, we give buttons. Buttons. I show her the buttons I got from the cloud. The material is familiar to me, mother of pearl. But the application stumps me. What are these supposed to be? I try my best to explain the concept of buttons. What good are Terran trinkets to me? I never swathe or suffocate myself with fabrics. So I don't need your buttons to preserve my dignity, nor do I intend to eat them. They're clearly choking hazards. Explain to me how these buttons benefit me. Don't you like shiny things? She hesitates as she mulls over my response. You've convinced me. I like it. I shall adorn myself with these trinkets. They do have a curious color, a subtle sheen. Thank you for your offering. Isn't it wonderful? We could work things out. Now speak your truth to me. I've been compensated, so I'm in the mood to listen. What's the real reason you ventured into my realm? I need answers. I see. Inundate me with your inquiries. Probably where is home? How should I know? Wherever critters like you belong, I suppose. What other questions plague your mind? Should I listen to the cloud? They're a load of hot air. Listen to them and you'll only get more lost. Why do you ask such pointless questions? My patience for nonsense is running out. I'll allow one final query. I don't think this one changes the ending. What is this melody? What melody? I don't understand. I try to explain what I mean, but she refuses to hear it. I'm done discussing senseless matters. This inquisition is over. Thank you for indulging me. Less droning, more disappearing. Get out of here now. If you don't, I'll make you stay for eternity. I'd better go. I screw my eyes shut. In the darkness, I slide off my headphones. And then... Okay, so this is where it picks up. He asked if we found the answers we were looking for. Yes. Then I save, because this is going to be a branching point for endings 4 and 5. Something about someone. What an ambiguous response. Could you clarify what you mean? Who's someone in the situation? Guess. You're talking about me, aren't you? So what have you discovered about me? You're full of hot air. Do you believe everything you're told? It's all hearsay, insults from those who misinterpret me. I've been your guide from the beginning. I've always prioritized your best intentions. I can't trust you. Why, this breaks my heart. What can I say to change your mind? You've endangered me twice now. I see. So it's too late to win you over. Do you understand what you're doing? You're refusing my friendship. I have no choice but to treat you as my enemy. I have got a strict policy for enemies. Eviction. Challenge accepted? How foolish you are to challenge me. This is my territory. I make all the rules. State your rules. This game will have a single rule. Henceforth, the law of gravity is reversed. Oof. Suddenly, I'm falling upward. Hurtling higher and higher into the sky, careening out of control, I holler for help. But this far up, nobody can hear my calls. I just then remember I'm a winged creature. Maybe my wings can help me. Maybe I can fight against gravity's altered direction. And as an attempt to fly to safety, the worst happens. The air pressure robs me of my wings. My left wing is the first to go. It flares away, never to be found again. My right wing abandons me next. It spins away faster than my fingers can grab it. My wings can't save me now. Nothing can. How far does the sky go? Where does it end? Is this my fate? Will I be falling upward forever? Perhaps at some point my lungs will fail me. Perhaps I'll crash against some celestial body, burst into flames as I collide against a meteor. If I'm fortunate, I'll cease to exist that way. Death would be preferable to the alternative. Infinite ascension. Okay. I may never know where I belong. Don't be silly. You belong here, with me. You can call this domain your new home. Just as it's been mine for centuries, millennia maybe. What do you say? You know? Okay, and, yeah. Then let me officially welcome you home. Welcome home. Happy to be home. Together, we'll have all the time in the world. You see these discs on the walls? You can listen to them, one by one. Those distant dimensions you've only dreamt about? They shall no longer be distant. All of the universe are open to you now. Everything is right here at your fingertips. Will it be as magical as they make it sound? I've visited 2 territories at their behest. The rulers of both realms made threats against my life, and the other cities may not be safe. They may even be downright deadly. Before I can voice my concern, the cloud speaks. Well, what are we waiting for? We should embark on our next adventure. You shall be the traveler, and I shall be your historian. I'll chronicle all your feats as daring do. Seems kinda dangerous. You'll be fine. You've got someone like me. I'll guide you from the back seat. Come along with me. That won't do. Someone has to watch this domain while you're gone. I'm here to orient new arrivals like you. You're far from my first visitor, and you won't be the last. Is that true? So I'm not the first to awaken in this place? Where have all the others gone? I've got a bad feeling. You're worrying for nothing. Don't you know feelings come and go? Feelings don't listen to reason. Sometimes they go directly against it. You shouldn't rely on such flighty things. Let's not dilly-dally. Shall we head to the sound station? I'd rather not. She'll have objections. I don't get why you're delaying this. You wouldn't want a life full of adventure. You'll face none of the risk. Listen to me. You were lost before, wandering around without a purpose, but now I've offered you a home. I've given you a goal. You should be thanking me, not giving me grief. I'm grateful. Of course you are. To the sound station we go then. There are so many places you must visit, so many faces you must commit to memory, so many stories you must tell me. You'll always come back to me, won't you? They phrase a sentence as a question, but it isn't one, it's a command. This is the Cloud's territory after all. Everything here belongs to them, and so do I, as the newest inhabitant of their domain. I believe that is all 5 endings. None of those were particularly happy. It's either death, internal imprisonment, or death, basically. That game was really interesting. It was definitely weird. I feel like a lot of it was also over my head, but it was really interesting. It was very pretty. It made me, like, weirdly sad also. Like, how confused and lost the narrator is, and how, like, they never get any of their answers, other than, like, you'll never get answers. Like, there's your answer. No answers. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I hope you did as well. Yeah. I hope you'll join me in the next video, because I will be doing more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. Thank you. Bye!